Hello, everyone. Hope all is going good with yourself, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. So, today is another live session, the second of the day. Approaching my 50 live sessions very soon. Watch the space. So, our live session today is with EDV Web Agency, who are a website branding, SEO, yeah. Anyone who is joining in and they have any questions on website designing, branding,
Hello.
SEO, get in touch. EDV Web Agency, how are you doing? Are you well?
It's all okay. You, how are you doing?
Good, good. All is well. Sorry, I don't know your first name, but go ahead. Tell me your first name.
Emanuele. That's
Emmanuel.
my name. Emanuele.
Emanuela, how are you doing? Are you well?
Yes, yes. Fortunately, we are well. Now we
Fortunately.
are in Italy, and our business in London is unfortunately alive. But the next flight,
I'm sure. I'm pretty sure it's more than alive.
yes.
Um, so we're here today to talk about website designing, SEOs, branding. The reason that I ask you this is because you've got some of
Yes.
a good design platform that you're showing on your website, on your social media profile, and this is the reason I got in touch with you to share that knowledge. There are a lot of people out here in today's day and age who are sort of stuck in the fact that they're trying to deal with all this negativity that is going around them, trying to be positive in life, to come up with things, to do things. And this is where you come in terms of sharing that knowledge that you've gained over the years. I know you put your hard work into it, but it's always good to give something back to the
Yes.
community, to the people that we know or we don't know, or the social media community that we have. It's always good to give something back. And this is the whole point of doing these live sessions, for me at least, with people like yourself, is that to give that positivity back
Yes.
and that knowledge back, to say that, like if someone wanted to come out of that negativity, they can use the information, the knowledge that you're sharing today. Possibly they might have in mind, oh, I would like to start up a web designing agency. I know that's competition for you, but you also grew from nowhere to where you are something today,
Exactly.
and possibly the knowledge that you share today might inspire maybe one, maybe 1,000 people that see this to do something and to build the brands for multinational organizations, corporations, small, medium-sized businesses like myself. So thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate you
Oh, it's
taking
a
your
pleasure.
time out and coming on to this live session. So before we start, Emanuele, if you can introduce yourself as to who you are and what you do, and then we can get the conversation going.
Yes, well, I am Emanuele. I am 23 years old and I am Italian. But as an English lover, I think that I can speak better English than Italian. And born in a digital world, my passion has been always social media and business related to social media. I think that nowadays, if you want to grow your business, you must stay online, you must stay on the web, you must do social media
Absolutely.
first of
or,
all.
or, or, or you'll become like Primark, where they did in March, they did a 650 million worth of sale of their clothing line. But when
Uh,
it came to April and they did not have any online presence, nothing. They don't sell online at all. Their sale was zero.
I know, I know. I really.
So, like you mentioned, that if you want to succeed in this industry today, in the, you know, business wise, influencing wise, anything like that, website, online presence, social media presence is absolutely, it's a necessity. It's like the blood and the oxygen these days for a business. I know cash flow, the mental strength, the positivity, all these things come in, but social media and website and search engine optimization, they play a major role for your business, not just to be open to the world or the people that you know, but
Yes,
7 billion people in this world.
yes, yes.
And that is why I have you here today. So before we start, Emanuele, what I wanted to ask you is that you've been doing this for how many years now, website designing and all?
5 years. I own a web agency for 5 years, since I
Okay.
was 18 years old.
And
No.
before you were doing this, I mean, when you were at school, college, university kind of thing, was this the main aim in life or dream in life that you want to become a website developer or run
Mm,
your website agency, or
my,
you had something else in mind, like Italians famous for their architecture? Did you have architecture in mind or something like that?
my real dream is to become a digital entrepreneur. The first step is always to, I've opened this web agency and to work with all over the world. I have clients based in England, in USA, in Australia. This is the first benefit that I really, really like, that staying from here, from my home, from where I want to be, I work, and this is the first thing that I love, that I can work everywhere.
Absolutely.
I own other brands related to tourism, and all of my brands have started with social media. And
I mean, tourism is something right now in today's world, like
uh,
you don't know when it's going to pick up again.
uh,
Hospitality and tourism, you know.
I know, but I continue to publish my brand on social media, because if I stop the social media marketing also for this kind of tourism brand, I think that these brands would not
Absolutely,
grow
you
up.
can't stop. Once you start something, you cannot stop it. You have to carry on because
Exactly,
that's where,
exactly.
that's where people sort of get to a hold, right? Like, now what? Now what do I do? They start thinking that the bomb has dropped on their doorstep and it's going to blow everything off. No, it's not the case. Yes, it does happen that for maybe an hour, 2 hours, 24 hours, you might think that, oh shit, what do I do now? But
Exactly.
you got to come out of that, and you have to build yourself, come out with positiveness in your life, and move forward. So coming back to your digital agency that you have, Emmanuel, which is called EDV Web
Web agency.
Agency, right? How many people do you currently have working for you, with you, within your agency?
Now I have 5 people. I have social media manager and graphic designer.
Okay.
I am a photo editor also collaborates with me for works like an e-commerce. So if there is the necessity to take a photo to a product which I have to publish it on the store of my client, there is this freelance that is always available for do this kind of work. So we are now 5, but I think I'm
Growing
able to
soon.
up in a short period, because now
Absolutely. I
the
mean, the
period.
demand, the demand for something for digital websites and for SEO and for social media has skyrocketed because any
Yes,
business that was possibly not looking at digitalizing their business is now looking at that. And any
yes,
business that was digitalizing their business is now looking to even more enhance their business so that they come out on number one when anyone searches, like for example, I'm into property, and when people search all around the world property in London, it's my dream that I want to be on the top of Google. You know, I
Exactly.
want to be there. I want to be seen there. So take me through a few things. Like, let's say it's my agency, right? And I come up to you today and I ask you that, Emanuele, I want you to build my website. How much does it cost to build a website?
I don't.
Hello?
I can't hear.
Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? You can't hear me? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
I hear a few. Can you hear me?
Hello, hello, hello. Hello.
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
A few. No.
Why don't you cancel this live session and come back on again?
Okay.
So we're having some technical difficulties with ED. There was some sort of issue hearing me. So yes, we were discussing about website designing. Here we go again.
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes. Sorry, there was a problem.
It's all right, no worries. So as I was saying, Emmanuel, I come up to you today and tell you that I'm a property agent in London and I'm looking for a website. So take me through the steps. The first thing is the cost of building that website, right? What would you charge a client like myself to build a website? Bearing in mind, I deal with luxury properties in London, in the UK, all over the place in the UK. So, take me through the steps if you could.
Yes, so the first thing that I say to my clients, which ask me a website, is have you got a social media presence? Because as I know that a website is the price is higher than a social media marketing strategy, I am in agreement that if you don't have a social media presence already, and if you that could be the greatest web designer, web developer to construct your website, but if you don't have an Instagram profile, a Facebook profile, the website remain here in Google and it doesn't appear in the first page of Google. So even though the website is the most important thing for digital presence, I think that it's better to talk about the social media presence instead of building a website. Because
So you think it's always best, like as a new customer, if, for example, I do not have any digital presence, right? So the first thing that you would recommend is, rather than building up a website, you build up a social media presence.
yes, yes, because related to the business, for example, real estate agencies are really good on Instagram instead of a newspaper that is good on Twitter. And related to the business, I guess the most important social network. And then it could be better to to build a website and to publish it. So.
But I've got a question here. The question is that, okay, my agency, I don't advertise on property portals such as Facebook or, Facebook, Zoopla and Rightmove and all these places. But there are other agents that do advertise on Zoopla, Rightmove.
Oh, yes.
Now, the thing is, if they don't have a website, their properties will not be uploaded on Zoopla and Rightmove. You see what I'm saying?
No.
So because Zoopla and Rightmove right now do not have the connection with social media platforms. They have the connection with the website. So they pick up the properties from the website and then they post it on their portals. So I think if you were to say to someone that, to a real estate agent, that you need to first have a social media platform, he might be confused. The first question he's going to ask you is, how do I advertise myself on Rightmove and Zoopla? Because that's where the income's coming from.
Yes, I know, because but I haven't said that I don't promote my website developing, but I would like to talk first of all on social media presence. Obviously, I could be in my own strategy. If I promote, if I sell a social media marketing strategy, I know that I sell the cheapest service. So, in order to earn money, I obviously sell my website development. But the first thing that I could talk about it is the social media presence. Obviously, I sell it, but in my opinion, as I was born as a social media manager, in my opinion, it's really important to first build your social media presence. But obviously, if the client, the customer, doesn't want any Instagram profile,
you can tailor their needs, basically.
Exactly.
Question here that I have a lot of times, and a lot of people have it in their mind also when it comes to social media. Like, for example, today, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but in today's day and age, I think Instagram is beating Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter and going to another level, right?
Yes.
That the case? Is that you feel that is happening? I mean, or do you think that no, people are still at the Facebook level that they were? I mean, I personally think Facebook is kind of dying out. Do you feel the same way?
So, because nowadays, if you heard yesterday, Mark Zuckerberg announced the new Facebook shop, and this could be a revolution, in my opinion, on Facebook. And
same thing on Instagram.
also on Instagram, there could be the Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp will be integrated into one kind of platform in order to sell products related to e-commerce. And I think that I'm in agreement with you for the thing that Instagram is become the most popular social network in all over the world, but also Facebook, because there is one person behind both social media, and his interests are to grow up all kind of the business.
So as we were saying that, at least we're in agreement that Instagram is sort of coming up, you know. I mean, I wouldn't say that it's up there yet, but it's building itself up to become possibly the best social media network. Because I feel, as a user of LinkedIn, as a user of Facebook, as a user of Instagram, Twitter, it sort of still confuses me how to use it. But in terms of using these three big platforms, LinkedIn, I feel, is the place where professionals meet.
Yes.
Right? Facebook is a social network. You meet your friends, families, you know, all that kind of stuff. Whereas Instagram is bringing LinkedIn and Facebook together. And people are using Instagram as a business tool and as a social tool, right?
Yes, it's a good opinion, no? And are you saying the truth, my opinion? I don't talk about different things, but I think that for LinkedIn, I'm in agreement with you. It's a social network for those who want to grow up their business, and for those who are in search of a job. Facebook is both a social network where people can meet, share their private
Yeah.
things together, but also there are new trend of Facebook that take to me the opinion to say that Facebook is as important as Instagram for different kinds of business, because it's another social network where you can promote yourself by simply sharing your posts in other communities related to properties and something like this.
But Instagram is connected to Facebook, right? So when I post something on Instagram, I can instantly post it on Facebook.
And this is a bad thing, in my opinion, because the algorithm is different from Facebook and from Instagram. If you auto post a post from Instagram on Facebook, Facebook says the algorithm isn't the same. So I don't post your post on the first result of the home page, because, in my opinion, it's important to have two different social media strategies related to Instagram and related to Facebook. For example, your real estate agency could be very profitable, in my opinion, if you promote your apartment in the community where people are coming in London and are going to find a home, a bed, and something like this. And you could have more clients, more customers by publishing this kind of things also on Facebook, and not only on Instagram, because on Instagram, for young people, for example, that are on Instagram to don't do anything, maybe to see what their friends do. If they see your apartment in sale, it could be low probability. But if the same person is on Facebook and is searching a bedroom in London, it could be more profitable to promote yourself also on Facebook for another kind of public.
Question I have here, and a lot of people have this question as well in today's Instagram. The reason I say this about Instagram is because people are now wanting more and more followers, and there are a lot of scam artists out there that say that we can get you the followers. Like, for example, you pay $200 and you get 10,000 followers, or you pay $500 and you get 20,000 followers. How do you stop this? Or the fact is, how can someone, because how I see it as a customer, as a consumer of Instagram, is that if I go and buy the followers, these guys will never like what I do. Okay, I may have false likes or something, but they will never get in touch for the product that I'm selling, right? Whereas if I get organic followers, like through doing live sessions, through promoting myself on social media platforms, and people come and follow me and all that kind of stuff, that's organic growth. And that's where you make interaction with the followers, because they are interested in something that you are doing. Whereas the followers that these scam artists or scam companies are giving you, they are not getting in touch with you for anything. They're just there. They're just sitting idle.
Exactly.
And when I fell prey to this. Like, you know, when I started Instagram and I saw like people with million followers and 100,000 followers and 10,000 followers, and like I was like, okay, so how do I get so many followers? How do people? And then all of a sudden there was a company said, okay, you pay us $100 and we'll give you 500 followers or 1,000 followers. I'm like, okay, cool. So how does that work? And then as soon as the followers came, little did I know that these followers don't do anything. It's all about the organic growth. So can you explain something about that as to
Exactly, no problem.
watch out for scams like these?
So, if 5, 6 years ago people offer to you this kind of scam, it could be in the past. In the past, could be a great idea to think about it. But nowadays, if you buy followers, your Instagram profile will die in a short way, because Instagram algorithm is changing every day. And the mission of Instagram is to fight this shadow, this follower, and to ban all of Instagram profile which buy this follower, because these profile are created for nothing. They are false profile, and they want to do anything. You say in the best way. And I think that it could be better Instagram profile with 500 followers, but with 100 likes per photo. So instead of Instagram profile with 1 million followers, but only 10 likes per photo, and zero interaction in the stories or the direct, because the main object nowadays is the interaction. You are going to see, you're going to watch how many people watch your direct, how many people watch your stories. This is the first thing that counts, in my opinion, how many people there are in your stories. The second thing is the post, because in the past, if you published 5 posts per day, it could be a great idea. But nowadays, if you publish more than 2 posts per day, the Instagram algorithm is thinking that you are a bot. And you are going to contain your post on Instagram also, because likewise Facebook, the object of Instagram is to take your post and publish it on the home of Fifth.
I have a question here. It's a good thing that you touched upon the life story and the post. So when I do my life stories, I have like 120, 150, like sometimes even 200 people watching my life story, right? But when it comes to my postings, I only get maybe 20 likes, 10 likes, like that. Why do you think that's the case?
In my opinion, because are you using hashtag? The first thing that okay, all of 30 hashtag that
always. I mean, one is the postings that I do, right?
Okay.
And my postings are mainly the videos that I take. Like, let's say I'm a property agent, I'm going to view a property. I want people to know what I'm viewing, what I'm showing. So I take a video. Now, you mentioned about 2 posts per day also. So I want to touch upon that as well. I want to take this onto website. So I'm going to cut this conversation really short and make it really short with you. So we were talking about posting. We were talking about the hashtag. So I use there are 2 types of the ways I post. One is I have my company that I work with, who works for me, who does my postings, who does my postings all over social media, everywhere. They have a set kind of posting where they'll write a few lines and then they will put a comment with the hashtags, right?
Yes.
I have a certain kind of posting that when I'm writing my caption, there are certain words in the caption, like let's say I'm talking to you right now. So I just said this sentence, I am talking to you right now. So I am talking would become a hashtag. To you right now. Right now would become a hashtag. You see what I'm saying? So this is how I post my post. I include the hashtags within the caption that I'm doing. Whereas my company that I work with, I've seen a lot of people doing this as well, that they write the caption and then they put the hashtags. Well, it's the same thing, right? I mean, Instagram, people who search for hashtags will see the posting anyways.
Yes, in my opinion, it's a good idea, but Instagram hashtags are divided into three macro groups. Hashtag who are followed by 1 million people, hashtag who are followed by 100 people, hashtag who are followed by 10 people. If you wrote an hashtag, I am writing to you, this kind of hashtag could be followed by only 10 people. The main mission, in order to have more likes on your post, is to find the niche of your business, for example, real estate. And there are lots of tools on the website that generate an hashtag.
I use a tool called Pro Hashtag. So when I put a photo in that hashtag generator,
it's a good
30 hashtags that I can just copy paste. Some are relevant, some are not relevant, but I take off the irrelevant ones and put the relevant ones on the profile. But I mean, I still don't understand that. Why is my stories get seen more than my posts?
Because the mission nowadays of Instagram is to interact with the stories in a short way. In the past 6 years ago, there were lots of posts, but Instagram copied Snapchat with the stories.
It's possibly because of their servers, right? That they don't want to install more and more servers to hold the posts of so many billions of people. Rather, they keep the servers, limit them, and every 24 hours stories get deleted so that you can keep on posting.
Exactly, because it's a visual social network. So it's important to show your business, to show your life in the stories, and to get more interaction, because the kind of interactions that are given in the stories could be profitable for your business. And for example, if a follower follows your direct, you could talk with your followers at the end of this direct. But if a follower likes your photo, in order to talk with him, you have to follow him, you have to expect that these followers follow you, and then start a conversation.
Absolutely. You mentioned, this is the last point I want to discuss about Instagram. You mentioned something about 2 posts. And if you do more than 2 posts, then Instagram thinks that you're a bot, right? But what if those 2 posts are, what if those 6 posts are organic? Like, for example, I'll give you my example right now, how I do it. That I have 3 live sessions a day, right? Okay. And I want to, at first, the live sessions would be sent to the live story for 24 hours. But now Instagram has stopped that, and now you can directly only post it to your IGTV.
Yes.
Okay. So when that post gets posted on the IGTV, I have my team record that video, remove that video, edit the video, and repost that video again, including the properties that I have on offer. Okay, so how I do it is property, video, property, video, property, video. So I have like 6 posts a day, roughly. But they are all organic. So why would Instagram think that it's a bot?
Because you are posting a lot. And in my opinion, if you post 2 posts per day, you could get more likes instead of posting 6 posts per day, because a post per day could get more likes.
But my point is not getting more likes. My point is showing people what I do.
And Instagram could think in this fact, Instagram could think that you are a bot because you are going to do lots of interaction. For example, if I leave 100 likes in a short minute, if I post 6 posts per day, if I write to 10 people in a short day, in a short opinion, Instagram, which is a social network which works with lots of algorithms, can think that you are a bot and bans you in a short way. And also in this period, which where real people are absent on Instagram, it always works with algorithms, and lots of clients, lots of people are banned and ask me why I'm banned, and I ask to him, are you going to write to lots of people? And you are going to wait, because if you do lots of interaction, and if I also do lots of interaction for my clients, it is good.
The problem I see is that people are confused.
Exactly.
There is not the information that is given on the internet. Like when I started sending out these messages to my we've got a Italian guy here also. He's a investment consultant, property investment consultant. So when I started posting on Instagram, I noticed that if I pay for the promotion of this post, I get a lot more interaction than if I just post it. Like right now, for example, I'll give you an example that I posted a property 3-4 days ago, and just out of the blue, I went into the promotion and I clicked on promoting the post, the property, so a lot of people see it. And so far, doing that, I've received like 80 likes on that property, whereas not promoting it would bring me 10, 20, max 30 likes if possible. So there are those other options in there where you can promote yourself and make sure that Instagram doesn't think that you're a bot, because you're actually doesn't the algorithm in Instagram show to them that this is actually a human being doing it from his phone rather than a bot doing it from a computer? Isn't there a way in their algorithm for them to see that?
My opinion, no, because the main ways of earning of Instagram and Facebook are the advertisements. And so Instagram say
the paid promotion and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly. I could be the best social media manager in all the world, but there is the best competitor that is better than me, that is always Instagram, because and Facebook. With the paid promotion, you can advertise your public, you can publish your post, you can let people watch it. Always people who are going to find a room in London, and you want promoting it in an organic way, and targetize me that I'm not interested, and other people that aren't interested about it. The more you pay, the more you have in a short way.
Absolutely. I think we've discussed enough about social media. Now, the next point that I want to discuss is, which a lot of people have the question in their mind, how do I get my followers? They also have the question in their mind saying, how do I get my business shown on #1 in Google? Any idea?
There are two ways. Free. SEO optimization, social media, because your website is going to be published, and the more people watch it, the more people click on it, the more it will appear on the first result page. And Google advertisement, because the announcement of the Google advertisement are
So do you using the Google advertisement tool is better than using the Facebook and Instagram advertising tool?
In my opinion, it's better Facebook and Instagram ads because Google Ads prices are higher. Google Ads works with a pay-per-click. If I want that people, when they're searching how to find a job, how to find a room in London, if I want that it appears in your agency, this keyword will cost for Google €2 per click. And every time a person will click on your link that is be promoting, you will lose £2. And with
isn't that the same thing on social media platforms as well?
No, it isn't the same because the click could be cheaper because there is a particular type of advertising of Google that is different. With £2, you could interact with 3 people instead of 1 person. And in my opinion, I think that it's better to promote your business on with advertising on Facebook and Instagram.
It's good. It's good you spoke about the advertisement point. My question to you is, as a business, obviously there is no limit to advertisement budget, but as a business and as a social media website consultant, what you're doing right now, what would you recommend a business as their advertising budget on social media and on Google? How much do you think a company should put aside? Obviously, it can be £100,000, it can be £1,000, it can be £100, but relatively to get a good stream of income through the advertisement that you're doing, how much should a company put aside as a budget to advertise on Google and Facebook and Instagram and so forth?
I could say to you 2 kinds of budget for Google and 2 kinds of budget for Facebook. Good budget for Google would be at least 100 or 1,000, or 10,000 pounds per month, because Google is, I guess, there are small companies that spend on Google 1,000 of pounds and euros. This the same price on Facebook and on Instagram. With the same price, you can get hundreds and hundreds of clients. More hundreds of clients instead of the best kind of business kind of promotion, because there are 2 bias of promoting, and if you promote your business on Google Ads, you are going to reserve more money on Facebook, and
the waste of money spending on Google Ads. I think that you think that the money should be more used on Facebook and Instagram ads.
Exactly. I suggest for small companies to start promoting themselves on social media, on Facebook and on Instagram, because if small companies would like to spend their monies on Google, they will lose it. Okay. It could be a bad investment.
So on Google, you would say that as a SEO, it would be best to invest. I mean, the starting point of investment should be around 1,000.
Yes.
Whereas on Instagram and Facebook, you could be starting a good investment with £100.
Exactly. But there is also organic SEO. That if a good SEO will construct the organic search engine optimization, it also could be a great idea. And a good SEO would be really good on WordPress and on Shopify, the 2 most important CMS in this period.
The website that my company has built for me is on the Shopify, and I see the benefits of that, because now my Instagram and Facebook and the website is all sort of connected, and it's like a funnel. So people can go from one place. If they see a property on my live story, it can connect it to the website. From the website, they can call me up, they can leave their email, whatever. So it's a good interaction that I have. So we touched upon all these things that we were speaking about. One final question that I have from you, Emanuele, is there are a lot of youngsters out here today that possibly don't know how to set up a business or how to go about digitalizing their business. Is there some advice that you could give, not just youngsters, but business owners like myself, entrepreneurs, multinational corporates, you know, anyone? What advice would you give them?
The only advice that I could give to this, every kind of people is to try to promote your business on Instagram or Facebook. It's free in a short way. If you create a Facebook page, if you create an Instagram page, you don't have to pay nothing. You don't have all to spend your time. If you fail, you will learn lots of things. If you don't fail, you will earn money. And if an entrepreneur would like to grow up, I think that he will find the time. He will find the time to try by himself or himself. And the only suggestion that I want to say is to try. No.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much for joining me today and sharing some valuable insight, valuable knowledge. I'm sure a lot of people who are going to look at this, who are going to see this video, will learn a lot on terms of how to go about digitalizing their business and how to manage that business once you've digitalized it. So one final thing I would like to say is, if anyone's looking to digitalize their business, then do go and check out Emanuele's EDV web agency profile on Instagram and see how they do it. He does work for companies in Italy and the UK, because that's what I saw on your profile. So do get in touch with him and see what he can do for you. So thank you so much, Emanuele.
Thank you too.
Italy, and I hope you stay safe and keep safe from everything, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. And I wish you all the best for the future.
Thank you too.
Goodbye.
Take care. So setting up a business digitally, like you mentioned, it doesn't cost you a single penny to start your business on a digital platform such as Facebook, Instagram, and then manage that business digitally, you know, paid ads, SEOs, building the website, all that kind of stuff. So great share, great feed from Emanuele, and I thank him so much to come on here and share his knowledge and the positivity that he had, the energy that he had in him to inspire other people. So thank you so much to him and to all the viewers that tuned in. If you're interested in building up a website, do go and check out Emanuele's website page. Thank you so much. Have a great afternoon. One last session of the day where I'm going to be speaking about alternative investments with an ex-financial banker, investment consultant. So stay tuned. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.